Hello, here we are in Sketchup and I'm going to walk you through the new plans for the workshop. Really excited to get started on this new build. It's going to make a massive difference to the working environment. Everything's going to be a lot tidier, so let me talk you through it. First of all, we're going to be making all of our own base units and worktops for the new workshop. We're going to start off with double base units, similar construction to kitchen base units. They're all going to be constructed from 3/4 inch plywood. Each unit will have adjustable feet because the existing garage floor is very uneven. Doors are also going to be made from the same 3/4 inch plywood panels, and they're going to have soft close hinges. For the worktops, I've taken inspiration from one of Norm Abraham's videos where he built his new mitre station for his workshop. It's going to be a sandwich construction. Primarily it's a 2x4 timber laid on its side with half lap joints to build a really sturdy framework, and then on top of that, that's going to be covered with a 3/4 inch plywood sheet, and then on top of that it's going to have a 4mm hardboard to give us a nice smooth level surface to work on. Also, if the hardboard ever gets damaged, we can always easily remove that, replace it with a new sheet fairly inexpensively, give us a nice clean surface. Then to finish it off, we're going to fit a kickboard underneath all of the units to enclose all of the legs, just to give it a nice tidy clean appearance and stop any tools rolling underneath the cupboards and to keep the dirt and dust out. In between these double base units, we're going to make some smaller cabinets which will support the tools. In this first gap between these two units here, this is where we're going to put the mitre saw. We're going to set this little unit down exactly the depth of the mitre saw, so that the top of the mitre saw is flush with the top of the work surface on either side. This way we can run long pieces of timber through the mitre saw, completely supported either side. In this next smaller cabinet, this is going to support the router table, and exactly the same, we're going to set the level of this lower work surface exactly the depth of the router table, so that the table is flush with the double base unit worktops again, so we could run longer timber or longer boards across the table and again have an in feed and out feed table. In the corner of the workshop, in this space in between these two double base units, is where we're going to put the dust extract system. We've got our shop vac, which is linked to a cyclone and our collection bucket, and there's just enough space in this little corner to house these two. We're going to make this section of the worktop just removable, so it can just be easily lifted out when we want to change the bucket, empty the sawdust, and that can be easily done. Finally, on this right hand side of the workshop, on these base units, is where we're going to house the drill press and probably our small bandsaw. So there we have it, the complete plans for the remodel of the workshop. I'm really excited to get started on the build, and we're going to be videoing the whole process stage by stage, walking you through the construction of the base units, the worktops, and the installation of all the cabinets within the shop. So we look forward to having you along with us. Please subscribe to see further videos in this series, and we'll take you through from start to finish.